Hello, ladies and gents, we're back here. We've got map 3, we've got Mythic, we've got Conquest, we have Dust 2. It's the final showdown between these two teams to decide who goes to Stockholm for the pre-qualifier for Dreamhack Cluj.
Indeed it is. So, we've had a lot of rounds, some overtime, some frags here and there, some great performances. Comes down to Dust 2. I, for one, would like to go to Stockholm, but I'll be in Kuwait. But you'll be in Stockholm. This is where Dan says yes, but I'll say yes for Dan. Yes. Okay, Dan will be in Stockholm. I believe the knife has started. We should be into it very soon. Look at that. How about that? That wasn't even planned. Let's go.
Alright.
I'm not casting knife round. We don't do this here. Let's face it. Just observe the knives. I like Russian knife. Although I'm bored of M9 bayonet. I have an M9 bayonet fade with a full fade, and I have it on my second account because I never use it. You have one of my knives. So does producer Reese.
Do you want it back?
No, not really. Yes, actually, I'll use it on my second account because since you never play. What is going on here? XP3 is in cinematic mode. Ooh, I think we have a Go TV bug.
Is he? Getting personal with the floor. More close to personal with the floor, we're getting to know it better. Okay, well.
Oh, it seems fixed.
I think the thing is with Dust 2 is that it is so well known by pretty much everybody that it is fairly impossible to predict. It usually delivers pretty entertaining games, though, I gotta say, with NA Counter-Strike. It's usually a blast. Last big Dust 2 game I casted, actually, was the Face It League qualifier, where Hellraisers defeated Na'Vi in overtime on Dust 2 to qualify and beat them 2-0.
Well,
that was ridiculous.
It's North America now, and we have a 4-man. Oh, the bomb could get caught here. The bomb is lagging behind as there are 2 CTs pushing through the tunnel, although there's Shazam coming in from T-spawn as well. Things are getting super weird here. 2 CTs in CT spawn as well. I don't even know what's going on anymore. The bomb's been left. The bomb's been left in lower tunnel, and there's just aggression all over the place. It's going the way of Conquest for the time being, but this could really change in the blink of an eye, and there we go. Only Rush is alive now with 2 headshots from Pit and 1 from Devilwalk.
That was so weird. The weirder thing was that they fell back out of the tunnels, because that just seems like really weird. Because if you have upper tunnel control, it means you have really fast rotation towards A, and it's really strong to hold that against the guys coming up the stairs and everything. And Mythic had already spotted the guys in oh dear. They'd already spotted the guys in middle, so it seemed kind of weird to fall back out of tunnels. But hey, I guess they were worried about the guys getting in, not holding mids, I suppose.
Yeah, it was really interesting that all those things happened at the same time, made for a little bit of fun. So, all the Conquest players are headed up towards the short area, and they're all dying one by one. Nafly with a scout looking for somebody to engage. Would have seen a barrel of that silenced gun. It will be an MP7 to take him down.
Yeah, and I think this will break Conquest's spree of winning pistol rounds. And Mythic, for a change, gets to start on a good economy on the CT side, so that's pretty nice for them as the full eco takes place from Conquest. Now, looks like they want to get this over with pretty quickly, so they are going towards the tunnels area and making a large degree of stepping noises. I think there was some stepping that would have been audible for
Absolutely
Lex,
no one.
because he was standing right outside by the car. Anyway, whatever, it's going to be Pit who will spot them, and he's got some support here, long range, the MP7, and it will be a clean round for Mythic, as intended, as planned, and as executed.
Alright, so imagine that MP7 is going to be upgraded because the Ts will definitely all have helmets, and indeed it will be 5 AKs here for the T side for Conquest. AWP coming out onto XP3. He has been super dangerous with that thing today, and he will continue here at long. Has some support if necessary. Got the counter flashes coming in onto those T's to try and slow them down. That's going to allow Mythic to get back towards the A site. So Conquest have taken over long at least. They're going to leave one person here, and they may try to go for the split, but there are many players for them to contend with on the A bomb site.
Yeah, they're taking it a little bit slowly here now that they have long control. And goes the entry there. That's very nice there onto Pit. He's going to fall and spot a couple players going up onto the bomb site. That is excellent work from Naf. He is going to swing things into the favor of his side as they look for the bomb plant finally. They have a long time to get that bomb down. 50 seconds, in fact. And Mythic are in a lot of trouble here. Devil needs to get this entry. Oh, this is really nice peeking. Oh, that is glorious. Very, very nicely done by Devil. That really means a great deal for the retake here for Mythic as they move on in now. And that is... that frag was felt in similar fashion there to Devilwalk's little double. Very unexpected, but well handled. And Mythic survived with 3 weapons. That is very remarkable.
That was a very remarkable recoil control with the FAMAS by Devilwalk. Very, very impressive indeed. Just the head showing on the second player. Very impressed with that. That was super good. I don't know how many people can control FAMAS recoil to that level, but Devilwalk certainly can, and it definitely significantly helped his team get that 4th round on the board here. Daps taking some nade damage, but it looks like it's going to be the smoke to deny all of Conquest's hopes and dreams, wants, desires, needs. They'll be forced to head elsewhere. And if they had just gone ahead there like a second before, then maybe the round is theirs, but it was not to be. Not yet, anyway. So they're repositioning. They are all in mid. Going for maybe a mid to B. We will see.
Yeah, they didn't take Catwalk yet, but having spotted the player in CT, you know, this can actually be a spot where it puts teams in a position where they think, oh, we should probably go for that A play because they got a guy in CT already. They won't have to go on Goose. But Mythic actually rotated the CT guy straight to Goose, straight away when he was spotted, which is actually really smart. But regardless of the information Conquest picked up, they're still pushing in with 4 players from upper tunnels at least to the bomb site. And Naf is just not stopping this guy, still just doing ridiculous things. But this round is already over. Pit realizes that, Anger realizes that, all the players on Conquest realize that, and it's just a matter of time until we move into the next round. And Pit really needs to be able to save this, but the hunt is on. You don't necessarily think of Pit as a as an AWPer, much more of a rifler. But let's see if he can hang on to this one. Ooh, that's a nice shot there from Pit. That is a very, very dead Rix.
So he's doing what he can to survive, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. No, too many players coming after him, baying for blood. So Conquest get their score on the board. Here, pauses coming in as Devilwalk and Pit have some connection issues. Maybe they're playing from Sweden.
I don't think that's likely, James.
It was a joke, Dan. It was definitely a joke.
Okay.
Wonder if I presume they're sharing the same place. They must be. They must be in the same place. I guess they are both Swedish after all. They can be in there and be like Sweden. Devil can be like Sweden, and then Pit can be like Sweden, and it can be like
Speller.
Sweden. Anyway, we'll see. What I find weird is like if I'm at home and I put my phone on Wi-Fi, all of a sudden my ping will often lag, and I can only imagine, like when it's on Wi-Fi, it does cloud backups and so on. So I can only imagine it's doing something automatically there, but it's not ideal. Alright, so tech support, Mr. Nafly is doing what he can there.
Got any loss?
Yeah, but apparently we are having a quick router restart, Dan. Maybe a break is in order until we can, until they're ready to continue with this match.
Yeah, because you never know what happened with it as far as routing goes, and well, we have no idea. So
Okay, so we're going to go to a break, guys, while they, because I think they're going to, looking at the chat there, looks like they're going to restart a router for those two. So hopefully we'll be back in a few minutes with the rest of the match. Stay tuned. Okay, so the internet issues have been resolved and we are back into the match. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the little break. So it's 4-1 in favour of Mythic. No action has been missed. One player holding down long for the CT side. They've got an aggressive position on short, one CT and then two into B at the moment, while the Conquest side are trying to identify exactly what's going on.
yeah, it's a nice position from Pit there over by CT. Spawn is very, very strong in handling the very fast B splits, but it's going to be the challenge up onto Catwalk, and that's going to push XP3 off. But of course, they don't have to push with this. They just knocked XP3 out of position. Of course, that's going to create a lot of instability. If Conquest do decide to actually push up, Mythic have to rotate their players around to have a better way of dealing with the A split now that XP3 fell down to CT. So let's see if they are going to be able to handle this. XP3's moved towards Car with that AWP. If they use the correct smokes here, it's going to be very hard for them to actually hold XP3's position, and he's going to be in imminent danger now because they are challenging him, but the grenades are not really working out the timing and not allowing Rush to get the fast frag, but they will trade him regardless. So it's looking not too shabby indeed here for the terrorist side as they look for the excellent positions to hold this bomb site as that bomb ticks away. And there it is, Anger moving in with Devilwalk, and they're actually picking up the kills here. It's just Rix who's left over, but we know how dangerous that guy is. He's going to toss over the Molotov. It's not quite spot on. Do we get the hold here with no kit? He's actually going for the full hold with no kit. Is it? That was very close there. 2 seconds left, I think, on the defuse there from Devilwalk. Valiant effort, but not good enough this time around. Mythic will lose a round, and also in doing so lose their economic stead.
So Shazam on the AWP will be looking for people through mid doors. One presumes indeed he will. No one's crossed just yet. There's the first one to cross, no tag, and he will make the call. But look at the rotation all the way up short. We've got some crossing to try and engage Shazam, and he's going to take that as his cue to make a run for it. Is anybody going to go and try and cut him off lower tunnel? He could get pincered here. He's going to have help coming in back out from the B bomb site to try and save his bacon, and indeed they will all fall like moths to the flame with only XP3 looking for a cheeky one tap here onto Shazam, but Shazam has other ideas. There it is. Shazam taking that final frag. Conquest closing the gap.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see whether Mythic can just bring it back straight away, because Conquest, when they start getting that momentum going, they do get quite scary when there's confidence on their side. Shazam is definitely a part of that if he's able to open things up for them, but we'll get the quick boost here from Pit onto the catwalk position. Will they expect and anticipate the timing? No, they won't. Rix gets caught off guard by that fast timing of Pit, and he's actually staying there with the pressure on catwalk, despite not having very close support from teammates, although now that someone has arrived to help him out. What will Conquest do though? Will they try to retake catwalk and try to play the trades against the TTs holding that? It can be an effective play. You got to be careful here, because if they commit to the A split when catwalk is so strongly held by the CTs, it can be very problematic, to be honest.
Right, they've identified that nobody's playing the long area, and now the bomb's been lost on long itself. Rush peeking with the bomb. That's going to throw the bomb forward, leaving Conquest in a very committed position. That's not going to work out for them. Only Shazam left in the pit with an AWP, which is significant, but 20 HP. He would be nadeable if the CTs had nades, but they don't, so they're just going to have to wait him out or go for some duels and try to get lucky with it.
Shazam's just trying to do what damage he can whilst he survives. And it won't be anything, really. Mythic will survive with everybody. That's a really nice result for them. They'll be able to pick up all the grenades, all the utility, and fill up on some kits, whilst Conquest are having to draw from the reserves. And that is going to leave them broke after all is said and done. So Mythic back on the trail to supremacy. It seems, ooh, that is absolutely disgusting from XP3. Nice shot there through the door. That is going to result in a very dead Shazam. However, anger does fall as well, so the score, or the players will be evened up. And in this kind of a position, Mythic, or most CT sides, are more inclined to try to play 2 to a bomb site. A is usually weaker because the players are more spread out. Mythic are handling this by actually putting more players towards B here, so A is pretty much completely for free. We have a flank coming in from long as well. That could be the difference. XP3 is holding them down by the double doors, which gives Pit all the time he needs to work on this flank. So much damage. Both kills. Very calm indeed. And now Conquest are in trouble.
45 seconds left. There's another player on the B bomb site. Where's Nafly going to go? Tries to go for a jump pick. That's a fantastic snap onto XP3. Suddenly things become doable. Do Mythic try to hold the bomb? They've got one holding an angle from B slope, and he can hear, well, it's not Nafly making noise at the moment. It's Pit. So Nafly a bit paranoid about that smoke. Does he go through it, or does he try to save the AWP? That's the question here. There are less than 20 seconds remaining now, and he's not really committing to the bomb itself, so it looks like it's going to be the save after all. But he's done good damage to the CT side.
Absolutely. It's very important to get as much damage as possible. And well, we'll see him be able to save that AWP in the end. And that can really make a big difference. Can toss it over to Shazam, and Shazam has a nice spawn here as well. If he wanted to try to get a quick pick onto the B bomb site, he could absolutely do that with a spawn like this. We haven't seen though almost any use on any of the maps from the spawns regarding the AWP. Like, you know, some of those really fast timings you can get from the spawn. We've not really seen that so much from these AWPers here today, but that's fine. Nafly is going to hang on to the AWP, it seems.
Yeah, well, he has the armor to go with it, so it probably makes sense, especially when he's hitting shots like that. There were 2 really nice snaps. So they're going to try and surprise anybody holding the short angle by peeking with the boost, but they are not doing that yet. So we've got long being played from pretty close. I imagine that they're standing in front of the smoke, which you can do for the doors. The split attempt is going to come in here from the Conquest side, and Anger's just waiting for a bit of a dink coming in there, not in his favor, as there are 4 Ts coming up the short area at the same time.
Quite brutal here with these pistols blazing all over the place. Not looking as good for Mythic as they would perhaps like, as the bomb is being planted now as well. And it's going to be an interesting task for them to actually try to secure this one. Naf has to try to hit a mid-air shot there. Not going to work out for him. He's the last man standing here on the T side now. He's got the AWP in hand. He's going back up the stairs looking for the frags. Lex goes for that defuse. There's not much that can be done here by NAF, I don't think. He won't get into the angle in time. Anger has the cover. And there you go.
AWP gets retrieved by the CT side, still with a 4-round lead at the moment, so still looking good for them for the time being. Shazam picking up the AWP on the T side once more. Not going to get a tag through the wall, hasn't hit any of those just yet. Can be consistent in other matches, however, at doing that. So early smoke off of long doors, which also means that they're going to be lacking smokes earlier on. But it's safe for now, and that's the main thing. Lex has taken some damage down to 25 HP, excuse me. Bomb left the top mid at the moment. 3 CTs towards A, 2 towards B. T's just waiting out the smokes in long and short areas.
There it is, the creep going in there from NAF, trying to scope out the area, see if he can get something done. Now the intel is coming here for Mythic as well, because they're pushing upper dark at the same time. They are, you know, 45 seconds has passed, and they're like, guys, what is going on right now? We don't see anybody on catwalk. We're playing 2 guys on catwalk. Where is the info? They're going to be grabbing it proactively down in the tunnels. Now they know exactly what's going on, but it doesn't matter if you're going to be losing the aim battles, and that's what's actually happening exactly right now. Although that said, Devilwalk and Pipe going to be chiming back with a couple kills of their own to make it into a 2-on-3. So it's still a hard situation, but more possible. Although Rix is scary. I'm scared.
So another round for the Conquest guys as Devilwalk opts to save the AWP for the next round. Conquest closing the gap, but Mythic was still with a 3-round lead. Not looking too shabby at all.
No. And if we get a check on the economy, well, we'll see it in a moment. We'll see how things are. We can try to extrapolate how some of the rounds are going to be going in the near future and some of the impacts here. So we will see that there is no money on Mythic, and because they had just won one, of course they get reset on the money bonus. So it's $1,400 straight away. An easy way to remember it, by the way, guys, is of course you get a money bonus all the way up to $3,400. So it's 5 bonuses, or well, 4 bonuses basically. So 1,400, 2,900. Sorry, well, 14, 19, 24, 29, 34. So it just stays pretty much the same incrementally. Either way, 7-4 is a score at the moment. We've got the AWP saved here for XP3 to try to work with, and a few of his teammates with pistol armor as well. XP3 is going to find another magnificent shot there out of nowhere. And Rush, in an awkward situation, still picks up the kill onto Pit, despite going down quite low.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for Mythic to capitalize on the, for Conquest to capitalize on the difficulties, the financial difficulties of Mythic. So you've got that smoke for CT spawn coming in. We'll see if anybody drops down, but it's going to be Anger flanking. Does he have the bravery to go through this smoke? We'll go around it. See how long it holds him there for. 3 players left, only Lex with something to lose here. Oh, actually, Devilwalk has armor and Kevlar and a P250, so he could potentially opt to save that as well. Look at the aggression on short from the T's. There's going to be a fast exchange here.
Here we go, and they go with the peaks. Oh my god, it's absolutely mental. Anger gets both kills with that 5-7. He's going to scoop himself up an AK-47, and that is going to be a nice little save for Mythic. Despite the fact that his team will lose the round, it is a consolation prize in retrieving an AK. And there it is. We are going to be seeing now the 7-5 scoreline. So Conquest are back on the comeback trail to an extent. But how far until the trail is nothing but dust, James?
Time will tell. Difficult buy for Mythic, lacking kits, lacking grenades, lacking helmets, but that's not much of a concern in this particular round. We're seeing a fast short push with some contestation of long, but that's not going to go their way. Anger gets taken down with a headshot. And there's a very fast would-be flank, but Shazam gets dinked by a Pit, but he will survive. Tech 9 And Shazam's just going to try and keep an eye on things there, see if any more flanks coming in. So the CTs, it's not working out for them all of a sudden. They had a good start to this match, but now things are falling apart here, including their economy. Devil Walk and Lex remaining versus 3. Shazam only down to 10 HP, however. But he's playing the AWP, so he can keep the long ranges and keep things tricky. He's by double doors at present, very long doors. Just Lex remaining now. Kit and an AK, not much else going on.
Yeah, this is pretty impossible with that all that support that is there on long. Smoke is going to dissipate any moment, so pretty impossible indeed. And they have been really suffering on some of these A plays. The pushes are being very effective here from Conquest. Now Mythic are going to be reeling a little bit at the moment, considering the fact that they had such a lead, and it's all but melted away in the face of just good aim battle skills, good individual play from their opposition. Now they don't have much to really work with in this round, although a buy is very likely considering that the AK was saved, and looking at the money on some of these players, and indeed the buy will come in. But it is a glass. Oh no, it's not a glass cannon AWP. In fact, he managed to afford Kevlar, so that's pretty luxurious.
All right, so let's see what the CTs can do to hold things down here. That's a good start. Scout frag coming in onto Shazam. XP3's got the AWP though, and that's going to be superior unless Devil finds another headshot jumping over the box to clear the B bomb site. Will the T's do? Nice frag by XP3, but it's still a man disadvantage and they don't have the sight. This could be an important frag if Pick can get it in time. Indeed he can, but that's going to leave him on all of 1 HP. And I think that will be the end of the round there. He's going to go for a peek actually. Ooh, almost got a frag there. That would have maybe given him reason to go for the push. Is he going to continue? He just needs a headshot actually, and he's not going to swing to Rix in time. That was a golden opportunity, but he looked the price horse in the mouth.
So 7-7 Mythic having to scrap together and buy out of FAMAS, a couple of FAMAS P250 deal Scout. It's a bit of a horrendous buy, but they're going to go with a catwalk timing push to see if they can get some luck going their way. It's a nice shot there from Pitt. He's going to go to pick up one, and we have the dual aggression coming in up middle as well from Lex. He's going to finish off Rush, and there is one more player lurking. It's Daps. He is no more. He's being wiped off the server as Lex puts some bullets into him with that FAMAS, and this aggression has panned out quite nicely.
Indeed, this is a good way for Mythic to end the half, going in with confidence onto the T side, but they still need to finish Nafly off. He's got 3 more to fight. The bomb is on the wrong side of mid though. He needs to cross mid and get into lower tunnel, and he's facing an AWP, a Scout, and a FAMAS. I don't fancy his chances. Let's see, we should watch this from his point of view to see how screwed he is. To watch him die like that. Oh, face against the wall and everything.
That is very disturbing. So 8-7 Mythic. I mean, this is classic Dust 2, you know, like classic Dust 2 scores. It doesn't really matter who gets the 8-7 on which side. Doesn't really matter all that much. What does matter in this stage, though, is the pistol round, of course. We saw that Mythic were able to get a good start with a good economy because they finally managed to win a pistol round, but Conquest have quite a good record there. And they'll be moving into the CT side, and the sooner the Shazam, I don't know why I like elongated the beginning of his name there, but the sooner that Shazam gets an AWP in his hands, it is going to be problematic for Mythic to deal with.
True story, Shazam is from Virginia.
Really?
Yes, moving on back to the pistol round. We have 3 players on the T side with armor. And smokes and flashes on the remaining 2. Very nice, very nice. I think I want to say I made that smoke, although I'm sure it's easy to have one zone variation, so I'm not going to lay claim to that. Anyway, Daps is holding the kit. Some interesting aggression there. Rix all the way up mid, maybe trying to get an early flank towards long, and the bomb's basically on the site with Rush left in a difficult situation. Gets taken down by Lex pushing short. So I can't see Conquest coming back from this one. 5 versus 2. This is This should be really bad for the CTs. Indeed, Daps will finally go down soon following Nafly, and Mythic take the pistol.
Yeah, it's a pretty rocky start for Conquest, to be honest. Now they're going to go with the Force, and I'm not a fan of Force on Dust 2. It's very, very, very hard against teams that understand how to play anti-eco on this map these days. It's one of the most low percentage plays, one of the lowest percentage Force Spy plays of all the maps, I think.
Well, the push is coming into the B bomb site, which has been abandoned by Conquest. They have a number of people in mid and the CT spawn area. There's a weird chase going on through T spawn as well. Rush is hot on the heels of XP3, who I'm not sure if he's recognized where he is, but oh, did he catch the armor? I don't think he did.
So nice,
he's just going to simply P250 his face off.
Yeah, nice little kill there with that P250. But again, it's not going to mean all that much in the grand scheme of things here. Conquest economy is still rather in shambles and tatters. It's broken like my dreams, James.
Sucks to be you. Another round on the board here for Mythic. How long can they continue this momentum for?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard question. The series has been so backwards and forwards that it's impossible to predict. But from a pure money standpoint, they're going to have to start making some hard choices and hard buys. Just as Mythic had to do, where they had buys where they have to go for it. They don't, you don't want to do it, but you have to. And we're going to get the push coming into B. It's a no nonsense fast push. Nice entry from Anger, who's going to kick things off in dramatic fashion. And it is going to be Anger who follows up through the door, through the window. And that is both players dead. There's only one more, Shazam. He's by the doors. He's got full HP. So that was a pretty heroic effort there by Anger, just going straight in and straight away, getting the information for his team as well. Getting a head count at that point is kind of important. Because even though they only have even though they have 4 players, meaning it's not as important because you can easily cover everything. Getting a head count is really, really good because it allows you to be cognizant. Is there a guy who can be flanking right now? How many can be flanking right now? That's so important.
All these scout frags, they are building up fairly quickly. So Mythic with an 11-round lead. Going to upgrade the SMGs to AKs. As you can see, the main buy coming out for Conquest once again. AWP, FAMAS, and 3 silenced M4s. Right, so they're going to use the dirt from the HG grenade to cross semi-safely towards B and not reveal how many people are crossing either. Nobody anywhere close to short at the moment. Mythic starting to creep down mid with a lurker on long. And a lurker in B tunnel.
Yeah, the other thing as well, like saving that smoke is so important. It's like very valuable, whereas the HG is pretty, not valueless, but in comparison it is. It has no competition. Yeah.
So they finally made it up to the short area. The lurker's moving away from long as well, so maybe we're going to have a 5-man short push here for the Mythic side. There's a player on the site for Conquest, or around the corner from it, which is Shazam. Goes for a pot shot, doesn't make it, makes the second attempt, gets the info for his team that there are some in CT spawn as well. Trying to hold the angle, finds the frag, then War going down as well. Lex holding for the rotation, and he will be able to punish that. But there's more rotations coming in on the A slope. Shazam is fragging yet more people, finally gets traded by the T's, leaving it in a 2 versus 2.
It's a pretty hard spot here for Anger to deal with. He's on the bomb site, he's got Nafly by short, there's an extra CT by long, and here they go, moving in. Naf is going to deal with Anger. Trey comes in, 12 HP and XP3. He's going to deliver there for his comrades. That was a really crucial round to win as well, because if Conquest had actually won that one, they'd all be on around something like around 5.5 to 6K dollars, and Mythic has spent pretty much everything. So very, very important round to win. Nice clutch there.
Okay, so all the nades on the Mythic side. Look at the aggression here from the CTs again. Things starting to get a bit desperate now. This is the deciding game of this best of 3, and Mythic are cruising towards their 13th round. We're heading towards The T side having double the score of the CT side if this continues.
Absolutely, we got the slow approach coming in, and it's tried and tested. That said, they are splitting up a little bit here. We can see Anger moving out of Catwalk. It's easy to get a full sense of security in around Catwalk because it feels very open. It feels like there are very few places to hide, but in reality there definitely are. As we can see, places to hide and places to do damage. Oh no, Rix! What on earth was that? That was excellent stuff there. That's going to change things quite significantly. Now it needs to be saved by Lex. He's going to come in with a fast frag, and that's Rush dead as well. So that's... Wow, this is a really interesting situation, to be honest.
Daps has no armor, a P250, and no gun. That's it. He's picked himself up an AK, and he's making it through. Has no idea where his opponent is. Could be in Goose, etc. Daps is in a position where he could get a headshot onto Lex. Lex has got to be careful. Lex may not know that there is an AK-47 in play. It's a 10-second defuse. There's surely no way. Indeed, there is no way. 13-7.
Wow, this is nice so far from Mythic. They're getting in. Sure, you know, wrenches of all sizes, shapes, and flavors.
Novelty, Dan. Novelty wrenches.
They're being thrown at the works of Mythic, but they're managing to grind up those wrenches and keep the cogs turning, churning, working away, bringing the results that they need at the end of the day.
Look how proud you are. If only I could see your ridiculous grin.
I do it just to annoy you.
Oh, that's fair. So there's we have a lurker outside long doors here, as per usual, for the T side on Dust 2. Used to be Fifth Laren's role in NIP way back when. What are the other players going to do? Looks like it could be a standard split once more. The AWP shot missed on short, but there are counter flashes which will slow them down. You can see Rush playing blue, but he loses the duel to Anger. That is a catastrophe, and that may speed things up here. Sometimes in this situation, when this happens, you lose long. You might see the CTs try and push short to keep control of half the bomb site, but they already know that it's too late to do such a thing. And we have, I believe it's Anger holding rotations up short as the rest of his team go up short. So rather than push long with low health, he's going to try and shoot people in the back. Shazam, though, is doing what he can. Rick's coming in as well with more frags traded by Lex. Goose is eliminated as well. Rick's such an important player for this Conquest lineup, and the bomb will get planted for short. And again, you can see Anger was trying to hold the rotations down, but it's very hard to shoot people when they jump up to that box. And he won't win that duel. So 2 versus 2.
Killing the guy on Goose there that quickly basically allows them to win the rounds. If they don't, like, if you don't kill the guy on Goose there that fast and holds you in those positions where you can't really cross without facing him, like basically his peak there, I think was the problem, because again, if he just survives and forces them to have to make a really wide peak, they get more exposed having to kill him, and not only that, he buys his teammates a lot more time to rotate. So I think there's a bit of an over peak going on there.
So Mythic, 2 rounds away from victory, have doubled the score of Conquest in the last half of this match. It's not going to be easy for them. They're going for more aggression towards B. They will lose both duels there. Lex surviving with 9 HP. And he's going to go and have a look, see what's going on in there, make the call to his teammates, and they are indeed rotating towards the B bomb site with a lurker top mid once again. So as long as Lex doesn't give them an early AK here, then he should be fine and dandy.
There it is. We get the...
He gets naded by Deathwall.
Very quick snap there from Anger. Doors, but there's Rush waiting behind to get the trade. The bomb is just ticking and ticking and ticking. And what can they possibly hope to do here? This is going to be very, very awkward. They're too far away, really, so they are going to opt to retreat. But generally speaking, things are looking very, very nice here so far for Mythic, as they close, or they become ever closer to winning this series and being qualified for the pre-qualifier. There it is.
Conquest forced to play for overtime. Sad state of affairs for them. We'll see how far they can go. there's a fair amount of money left on the Mythic side. So even if Conquest string this round, maybe we'll string some rounds together, I think the pressure may continue for a while. Let's see how it goes. How many guns can they muster? Yeah, they can get rifles for everyone. So 3 M4s, the AK to FAMAS, the nades, the kit only on Nafly. He could be key depending on how things go. 2 people are going to be holding down long here for Conquest on this occasion, with Shazam playing short from CT spawn, so he can easily rotate should mid need some help. But you can see, slowly but surely, the T's are moving towards that short area with the lurk along.
Yeah, looking for those fast entries once again. It's been panning out for them. Now I'm going to send the AWPer first, potentially. Where is XP3 at? He's actually hanging out. Where is XP3? He's on catwalk. He should be at least there. I wonder if he's going to go for the peak. So far they got Pit, who's actually hanging out at the top of the catwalk stairs. Now here he goes, scanning for those opposing players and just going for the pre-fire. Now he's going to try to bait out something here, so you can see the positioning. Now if you see the trajectory of some of the grenades, it can tell you a lot, but they have actually put 4 players towards A, so a fast piece split is going to completely hamper Conquest's ability to win this match. And here we go, we got some trades coming in, but it's looking all too good for Mythic right now.
They have occupied the B-bomb side again. This is match points here. This will send Mythic to Sweden for the Dreamhack Cluj offline qualifier. XP3 taking down the star player there for the Conquest side, and it's just down to Rush versus 4. Getting a nade out, and that will be that. 16-7, Mythic will take it over Conquest.
Yeah, so congratulations to Mythic indeed for managing to win ticket to Stockholm. I mean that's a really big deal for an American team to be able to travel across continents to make it to Sweden, which is, you know, essentially, I guess you could call it the home of Counter-Strike in Europe.
Yeah, it's the mothership, absolutely.
It's the mothership.
It's the mothership, just like you have, you know, South Korea for StarCraft and so on.
Yeah.
I'd say it's the mothership. So congratulations to them.
Absolutely. So, guys, we've got loads more Counter-Strike happening here on Face It TV, so please follow the channel. We are close to our milestone, which means we give this stuff away when we hit the milestone to subscribers and non-subscribers. I think we're around about 9,000, 8,000 away from that so far, so it's drawing ever closer. 650k is the milestone. And, well, we'll be live again on Sunday.
I believe so, yeah.
On Sunday, and we'll be streaming the European Cluj pre-qualifiers as well. So lots of qualifier action coming as well as the Face It League, which is looming. And that will be early next week as well. So loads of Counter-Strike to be seen here on Face It TV. But that is all from me and James for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the Counter-Strike action, and we will see you next time.